Hello there, another episode of Boise's Bricks and Bits, and today I'm going to be looking at some Lego Star Wars Y-wing Starfighters. I will do a little bit of a comparison between these two sort of play sets, and we'll have a closer look at what I believe is probably one of the best UCS sets ever released anyway. Just a detail in this particular set. I mean the price, the piece count, the build, the look, it's just absolute quality. But we're going to have a bit of a look at all of them anyway. So first I'm going to do a bit of a side-by-side comparison. The yellow model is set 75172. It consisted of 691 pieces and it retailed for $64.99. And that particular model was released in 2017. The red model is set number 75249. It consisted of 578 pieces and it retails for $59.99. It was released in 2019 and is still available on the Lego site. And you can buy it from eBay, Amazon, many different marketplaces and types of shops. John Lewis, I mean, this is just in the UK alone I'm talking. But both these sets, I mean, when this particular set came out, I thought that was brilliant. Honestly, I thought, wow, what a set. I know it's technically a play set, but I really did appreciate the model. It was nice to build, it was fun to build, and I thought it looked pretty cool. And it came with a few characters as well, a few minifigures. Came with an X-Wing pilot, Admiral Raddus, Moroff, I believe was his name, Rebel astromech droid, and a stormtrooper. So it comes with a nice good 5 minifigures, and yeah, it's got some decent options on it. We'll have a look at that independently in a bit. And the red model come with Poe Dameron, Zori Bliss, First Order Snowtrooper, and astromech droid with a little Dio. So again, came with some good minifigures, plenty of playability. For kids' imagination, what you can do with them. And again, I'm going to look at that one independently and just look at some of the things it does. But again, two great sets. If somebody doesn't have the money for the bigger UCS set, these were pretty cool to pick up. I mean, I am going to basically box them both up and put them away. Again, I'm running out of space. But both models, absolutely terrific. So first up is set 75172. And again, what a lovely little model. Just looking at the front. Now, the newer sets and the UCS set, actually, they're kind of a lot smoother. I mean, there's been other sets released over the years, but I'm generally just going to talk about the ones that I've got. So this one's obviously a little bit more studded. One thing that always got me is the fact that you got to move the gun out the way to open up the cockpit, but so be it. Your little minifigure sits in there. And just behind him, you've got your little astromech. I mean, he's kind of slotted in that way. It's not wide enough to have him sort of front ways. And it's got a couple of, just turning it a bit upside down. You can kind of see the couple of bolts normally feed in there, and you just kind of flick the back and it just fires out. And I suppose the other feature is you've got some missiles in there. They just load into this bit here. You've got this rotating, so as you're flying, you twist this. I don't know if you can see that, and you can sort of see the missiles kind of dropping. So you can kind of do a bit of a bomb run as you're going along. But again, the detail, I think it's a cool model. There's a few stickers that go on here, and again on the other side. I mean, these are not going to be the strongest build, but how would they be, being sort of just kind of Technic pieces? But again, it's not bad. It doesn't, I don't pick it up and it just all falls to pieces. So it is fairly well made. The greebling and the detail on top, I think, is pretty decent. I can't really, for a play set, just over 600 pieces, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I mean, I actually thought when I first got this, I thought, wow, what model. I mean, we'll look at the newer one and you'll sort of see the differences between the two. Lengthwise, I believe the newer model is slightly longer. Widthwise, pretty much the same. The detailing has changed a bit, but both great. Let's look at the other one. So looking at set number 75249, You know, I mean, technically, this has got what, just over 100 pieces less. I said the other one was just over 600. Actually, the other one's just under 700 pieces, but this is 578. And I mean, I do believe they've done a good job of this as well. You know, one improvement I definitely think is the fact that yes, the gun goes up and down, it rotates, and it doesn't interfere whatsoever with the cockpit opening up. Where the astromech, I mean, I'm not sure where I've put this astromech at the moment, but he's obviously missing out there. But again, he goes in sideways rather than facing the front if it was wide enough to be able to fit him. The build is generally the same. It's, you know, you still got stickers around, you know, the engines here. You've still got the bomb features, you know, where you twist that and the you know, kind of do a bit of a bomb run. Difference is though, the firing bolts are actually in a different place. So where on the other set they were positioned underneath the cockpit, these are actually positioned by the engines. And again, I suppose you can actually reach them a bit better as well and kind of flick them and fire away. You've got your stands and obviously. And just looking at the greebilling, I mean, I feel like it's simpler but yet effective. And again, for a toy set, you know, for a play set as such, it's decent. I can't really gripe about that. There's some improvements, and actually it's quite nice how smooth the front is as well. I mean, these are all stickers and that, but it's just nice to be smooth, just to sort of finish off the front. And again, you know, it comes with a few minifigures like we spoke about earlier, and yeah, it's a great little set. So just looking at the Ultimate Collector's Series edition. Now, that's just the information plaque. Again, this is common on all UCS sets. Again, it's got the model number, the speed, weapons, engine system, hyperdrive, you know, manufacturer. Again, you know, these come standard with any UCS set. Just kind of gives that little, it's that information plaque that goes with the model. And you know, the character woods, you know, you got kind of stands for the astromech and the minifigure on either side, but I've kind of got the minifigure in the cockpit at the moment. I suppose it protects him from a little bit of dust at least, but let's have a look at the actual ship itself. So I had to go a bit freelance on this one as I couldn't get the stand to get all the angles of the ship. It's a terrific model. Again, you can kind of see the smoothness, the finish at the end. You know, the cockpit opens without a problem. You can kind of like see in there, it's got like his targeting computer and a little bit of detail inside the cockpit. There's no playability with this. There's no firing mechanisms. There's no bombing runs. You know, this is a display model, and and you can also see where there's the size of it is a lot bigger, and the little astromech can actually sit the way he should within it. Just looking at all, it's great detail. I mean, there's so many pieces on this, so many little greebly bits that you kind of you could so easily miss them as you're going through the model. You've got to pay so much attention. You know, there's the engines. Again, obviously Technic pieces in a bigger scale. It's just an absolutely terrific model. I was and ahhing about this one, and I wasn't sure, should I get it, should I not, and I kind of went for the playset, the 75172, and when I bought it, I liked it, but then I liked it so much I thought, oh, I've got to get the UCS set. And at the end of the day, I am kind of collecting the UCS sets, but do you know what, John Lewis done a good deal on this, and I got it for a fair few quid cheaper than what it actually was meant to be retailing at as well. Snapped it up straight away, and the pleasure I had building this, it's almost just gutting when you're done, and it's like, where'd you go with that? Let's just turn it around. It's a bit wobbly on its stand, but it's not going to fall. You know, it's certainly not going to fall. You know, again, you can kind of just see underneath. I mean, the detail's not as great underneath, but you do have some stands if you did, you know, some stands that if you didn't want to have it on the actual stand provided. I've just pulled that off. Never mind, I'll put that back on in a minute. But you know, this is not a playset. That, you know, like the others are playsets. This one is a display model. That's its only purpose, really. But Absolutely love it. Adore this one. So that was just a little look at some of the Star Wars Y-wing sets released by Lego. Again, I think they're great sets. If you can get your hands on them, you should. I mean, I can imagine the price of this one's going to go up a little bit now because it is a good model. It does come with some good minifigures, and it's, you know, it's now retired. This one you can currently get, and actually, if you keep your eye on Amazon or, you know, some of those sites, you can find them in really good deals now and again. This set, the price is rapidly going up. It's a beautiful set. Honestly, if you can get it for a bargain, if you can get it even less than 200 quid nowadays, you're going to be very lucky. Beautiful build, beautiful model. I would highly recommend any of these, but this, if you're a collector, a serious collector, do get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like, please, you know, if you like the vid, please hit like and subscribe. And thank you. Have a good day, and hopefully see you at the next vid.